Hi YouTube family, my name is Mageorgiba. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's good to have you here again. I hope everyone's having a good week so far and you are not letting anyone dim your lights. Before we get started in today's video, I would like to ask those of you that are new to my channel to please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. And after you click on the subscribe button, please also click on the bell and select all, so that way you get notifications for everything I post on my channel. So after posting this video and this video, I got several requests from a few of you on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube even to make follow-up videos on some things I mentioned in those videos. Okay, so today I will be giving you tips on how to go about applying for jobs in Australia, as well as some side hustles you could consider doing. So if you're interested in knowing more and getting informed, then keep watching. The requests I got to make this video were from prospective students or people that were coming to study in Australia, but I believe the points I'm going to be mentioning or everything I'll be saying in this video can be applied to whether you're a prospective student or you're just someone immigrating to Australia for your residency or for work or for whatever. Okay, so I call these ones hustle jobs because you are literally your own boss. You determine how much you get paid by the amount of time and effort you put into the work. Okay, so number one is food delivery, and to be specific, Uber Eats. There is also Menulog, but I do not know so much about Menulog, so I won't be talking about Menulog in this video. You could do some research on Menulog and find out the requirements to do that. Okay, so for Uber Eats, you would need a bicycle or a bike or a scooter or a car as a means of transportation to do your deliveries. And as for navigation, you would need a phone that has internet and also has inbuilt GPS, so Google Maps for example, or if you can afford a car that has inbuilt navigation system, you could go for that as well. I will leave links to all the requirements for Uber Eats in the description bar below, so please try to check it out. Number two of the side hustles would be being a driver. So apart from Uber Eats, Uber also has Uber Driver. So basically with Uber Driver, you pick up people from their locations and drop them off at wherever they want to go to. That is their destination. I will also leave links to the requirements for Uber driving in the description bar below. So also please check it out. Apart from Uber driving, there is also Didi, Bolt, Ola. So these are also driver apps, and you could also do some research and see the requirements for each of them and figure out if it's something you would like to do. For Uber driver, the only acceptable means of transportation is a car, so you definitely need a car for this one. Over here, people are big on beauty, so if you know how to do manicure, pedicure, make wigs, fix eyelash extensions, braid hair, all those good stuff relating to beauty, it's also a kind of side hustle you can successfully make some money off of. If you know how to do these things very well, you could consider making yourself known to people at school, church and any other social gathering. Also, you can place an advert of your services on a platform like Gumtree, and you can also place an ad on Facebook Marketplace. That kind of helps create awareness. So if there's someone or a group of people that needs your service and they are searching online, you will probably be one of the people that pops up during their search. However, you need to note that if you want to do this on a large scale, that is, you want to open a shop and all that good stuff, you would need to get it registered as a business and also go through all the legal process. So last but not least, amongst the side hustles I've been talking about is catering. So from cooking to baking. If you're confident in yourself that you're good at offering delicious meals and pastries to people, this is also something you can consider doing on the side. So like I said about the previous point, with this one you can also consider making yourself known to people at church, school, or social gatherings. And also you can place advertisement on Facebook Marketplace and also on Gumtree to create awareness of your services. But you have to remember that if you want to do this on a large scale as well, you would need to get it registered as a business and you need to go through all the legal processes. Before you start applying for jobs or sending out job applications in Australia, there is one important thing you need to do. It's very important, and that is applying for a tax file number or a TFN. So the tax file number is a mandatory requirement by the Australian government for every employee or prospective employee of a company or organization. It is used to keep record of your identity as well as your tax record and your super record. I'm going to talk about super in a moment. I will leave a link in the description bar below to the website you need to go to apply for your tax file number, so please check it out. Another important thing you should consider getting prior to applying for jobs or while you're applying for jobs is superannuation or super. Super is basically money that is set aside during your lifetime as a worker for your retirement. Super is basically money that is set aside for you by your employer during your lifetime as a worker for your retirement. I don't know if I said that right. But in essence, what I'm trying to say is it's the money you get when you retire.
There are also a few other instances whereby you can get your super before you retire. One of them is if you decide to leave Australia and you're not a permanent resident or a citizen. You're entitled to getting it back, even though you won't get all of it. There's some technicalities to it, so if you get to that stage, you would need to contact your super provider to get more information.
Your employer is meant to deposit some amount of money into your super account every time you get paid your salary. However, if you do not have a super fund account opened, your employer is under no obligation to pay super into any account for you. So in that sense, you will be losing money you should have had and your employer will be gaining. I will leave a link to a complete list of all the superannuation providers in Australia in the description bar below, so please check it out. I personally use Sun Super and I think my brother uses Australian Super. There are several ways to go about this, but I would divide them into two categories. The first would be job agencies. So you could search in Google job agencies near me. A list of agencies will pop up. Go through them and see if they have anything you might be interested in. And when I say go through them, I mean go through their websites. If you find any position that is of interest to you via their website, apply to the position by sending in your CV. And also, I would suggest you give them a call because that kind of shows you're a serious applicant and you are really keen on hearing feedback from them. So you give them a follow-up call and tell them, I sent out an application for such and such job, and I was wondering if you received it. And usually what they will say is we will check and we will get back to you if you meet the requirements. So I suggest you just put through a follow-up call after applying for positions via their websites. I would also suggest having your CV handy in your phone or in your email folder, in an email folder in your email. And you might also print it out if that's not too expensive for you. And then you could visit a couple of these job agencies around the area you're staying in, and after you have a discussion with whoever you meet there, you could ask if it's okay for you to forward your CV or give them your CV physically for them to have a review and give you feedback if there is a suitable position for you that you could apply for. Most jobs from recruitment agencies are usually jobs that involve cleaning, working in a warehouse in different roles, so pick packing, forklift operator, and so on and so forth. Working in call centers, customer service roles, hospitality roles, so from being a kitchen hand to a waitress. And you could also get some professional jobs from the job agencies as well. Also, you need to remember, like I said in the other video, some of these jobs will require some financial commitment in terms of getting certain certifications that make you qualified to perform the roles. So you need to prepare yourself mentally and financially for the expenses. Okay, so the second category we're going to be talking about, or I'm going to be telling you guys about, is the job websites. Popular examples of these websites are Seek, Indeed, and Gumtree. I'm going to do a quick demo showing you how to go about applying for jobs on the three websites.
We're going to start with Seek. So I'm just going on Google and I will type in Seek. You see, it already brings up Seek. So seek.com.au, that's what we need. I would have just typed it in at the top, but I don't want it to bring up my own Seek profile, so we're going into it normally. All right, so yeah, we're in Seek now. And if you're a student, what I would suggest, or a prospective student, what I would suggest you do at this point is, in this area that says where, like enter the suburb, city, or region. I'm in Victoria. Melbourne is the capital city, so I'll select all Melbourne, Victoria. And the classification we can leave as all, and then here you can see an option for more options, so we click on that drop down and it allows us to make further specifications. So in all work types, I would suggest selecting casual vacation, because as a student you're only allowed to work 20 hours per week during school hours, or 40 hours per fortnight. So you select casual vacation, and you might also want to select contract or temp. That's up to you. So when you select casual vacation, and remember it's in all Melbourne, Victoria, you see a couple of jobs come up and you just have to go through them and see if there's anyone that sounds like something you're interested in, and you just like read the description, see what is required of the job, and if you're interested you go ahead and send your application for the job role. Okay, so that's how to basically search for the jobs on Seek. And you can also create a profile on Seek. I'm signed in as myself, so that's why it says my name here, but you can create a profile, so it kind of will have your CV on the website. So whenever you want to apply for a job role, you just need to send your application with your CV, which is already uploaded onto Seek. And I will also suggest you always include a cover letter whenever you are applying for a job, because that kind of also indicates your seriousness. And also, a lot of employers usually mention that they would like you to put in cover letters anyway, but regardless of whether they mention it or not, I suggest you always put cover letters or attach cover letters to your job applications. Okay, so that's it for Seek. So just going back to Google, and we will go to Indeed now. That's not the one. Indeed.com.au. So okay, it's the first link, so we click on that, and Indeed is an okay site. I don't really like Indeed for job search because Yeah, I just don't like it. A lot of, or a couple of jobs on Indeed are actually scams, and we'll get to Gumtree in a minute. But Seek is like the best place for you to actually find authentic jobs all in one place. So on Indeed, it's been a while I used Indeed, so let me just see how we're going to go. I think it wants me to type in what exactly I'm looking for. So I need to type in a job title, that is a keyword, or a company, and then obviously the state. So I'm leaving this as Melbourne, Victoria, because that's where I am. And for the keyword, let's say warehouse, because these jobs are usually very common among students. So you see there are a couple of jobs that come up under this keyword. So just like what I said about Seek, you just need to go through and see if anyone tickles your fancy and put in an application. Honestly guys, I really suggest Seek for your ultimate search for jobs. It's actually very user friendly, and honestly it's the best place to search for jobs as far as I'm concerned. And okay, also, just to move quickly through, let's go back to Google and we go to Gum3 now. So just go to Gum3 jobs and we click here, and then it's requesting I sign in. I thought I was already signed in. Anyway, that's not important. So already there are a couple of jobs, and you can see they were posted a few hours ago. Hayes is a recruitment agency, and on Gumtree you can also find jobs which are being advertised by individuals, so that's also something to note. Yeah, so these are a couple of jobs. There's pizza delivery drivers, factory warehouse assistants, and all these type of jobs are weird. I advise not to look at them because it clearly even says commission only. So if you do not meet whatever targets they're setting for you, you're not going to eat, you're not going to get paid. So I do not recommend these jobs for students. I don't recommend this kind of jobs for students, okay? And yeah, there are a couple of jobs, and also you could just use the filter on the left side, left hand side, my left hand side, hopefully yours as well, and refine the kind of jobs you're looking for. So in category, you could go and refine the category of the job. If you want to just look at jobs in hospitality and tourism, you can just select those, and the filter updates, and it shows you now breakfast chef, menu log, food courier, a couple of jobs under the category of hospitality and tourism. So yeah, that's basically how to go about searching for the jobs. So just depending on what you're looking for, I'm pretty sure you'll find something to do. And also, if you are not a student and you're watching this video, you could, let's probably just go back to Seek, because that's like the best website as far as I'm concerned for job search. Seek.com. So we go back to Seek, and peradventure you're a medical doctor and you're looking for a full-time job. We'll just put in my region again. So now we can specify the classification, and we go to healthcare and medical. So we select that, and then more options. Obviously you're looking for a full-time job if you're immigrating as a medical doctor and you have the qualifications required to work in Australia. So under all work types, we are going to select full-time, and it brings up what the okay, so these are all the medical related jobs it will bring up. So there's 1,645 of them, and you could just go through and see if there's anything you're interested in, and yeah, just apply. So depending on what you're looking for, you could just change the filters depending on what you're looking for, of course. And you can also specify the salary you're looking for, and also how long the job has been listed on Seek. Okay guys, so that's the end of the demo.
Among these three websites, I prefer personally searching for jobs on Seek because I believe it has like a broad range of jobs, like from different fields and different work types as well. So full-time, casual, vacation, part-time, or contract and temporary jobs. And also there are a lot less scam jobs because guys, scam jobs are real. Some of the jobs on these sites, just like I mentioned with going to the job agencies, will also require you to get some certifications. So you might just need to be on the lookout for that as well. If it says you need such and such certification to perform in the role, then you know if you don't have it, you would need to either get it or probably look somewhere else for a job opportunity. Other examples of sites you can search for jobs and apply for jobs are facebook.com. So for Facebook, you can just search for groups on Facebook that have job adverts. So maybe just search in the for groups that have job openings or something in Facebook, but I can assure you there are jobs being placed as adverts on Facebook, so you could check that as well. There is also Adzuna, there is Jora, there is Jobstar, and there's also Scout Jobs, and there is even LinkedIn. So if you have like a nice laid out LinkedIn profile, you could apply for jobs via LinkedIn, because obviously there are job opportunities on LinkedIn as well. But for that, just like Seek, the employer would have the opportunity to preview your profile. So you have to make sure your profile makes some sense, at least, so that in as much as you might have the qualification, your profile will not be the one that hinders you from getting the job because it's not properly laid out. I would like to mention that it could take some time to get the job you desire, so please stay encouraged. Do not get discouraged. It's normal. Some people are fortunate enough to get what they're looking for quick, but that doesn't make the person better than you. It's just things work differently for each of us. See whatever you find to do in the meantime as a means to an end, and just keep sending out applications and attending the interviews on your best behavior, and one day one is going to click, definitely. And who knows, you might even have more than one clicking. Then you will be the one to choose which employer you're going to work for. Okay fam, that's all for today. If you enjoyed watching this video, remember, smash the thumbs up button. Like, not literally smash it, just click it and give me a like, because the more likes the video gets, the more visible it is for other people that needs it. And also, if you know anyone or any group of people that would need to hear this, please share the video with them and just share it across your social media platforms as well. See you next time, but as always, stay blessed and remember, God loves you. Bye.